Alright, let's dive into something that's got me thinking: Lola Petticrew's latest role in Hulu's Furious. Now, I've been seeing a lot of buzz around this show, but what really caught my attention is Petticrew's take on her character, Catherine. Here's the thing: Catherine isn't your typical hero or villain. She's a woman on a mission, hunting down men who've done wrong, and she's doing it with a level of complexity that's rare to see on screen. Personally, I think this is where the show shines, in those moral gray areas that Petticrew mentions. It's not about right or wrong, it's about why and how someone gets to that point. And that's fascinating. What makes this really interesting is how Petticrew approaches her roles. She's not just playing a character, she's exploring the layers of humanity that often get overlooked. Take her previous role as Price in Say Nothing, another figure operating in a morally ambiguous space. It's clear Petticrew has a knack for these roles, and I can't help but wonder if it's because she sees something in these characters that resonates with her. In my opinion, actors who gravitate toward these roles often have a deeper understanding of the human condition, and that's what makes their performances so compelling. Now, let's talk about that opening scene. Catherine, in a creepy cat mask, injects a man with drugs, causing him to overdose, and then lies next to him as he dies. It's brutal, it's shocking, and it's intentional. One thing that immediately stands out is how the show doesn't shy away from the darkness. But what many people don't realize is that this isn't just about shock value. It's about setting the tone for a character who's both a heartless criminal and a deeply wounded individual. If you take a step back and think about it, this duality is what makes Catherine so relatable. She's not just a villain, she's a person grappling with trauma and pain. Petticrew's commentary on society's obsession with simplicity also struck a chord with me. She mentions how we're constantly seeking clear-cut answers, maybe even relying too much on tools like ChatGPT to simplify complex issues. From my perspective, this is where Furious excels. It refuses to give us easy answers. The show embraces the messiness of life, and Catherine's character is a perfect example of that. She's not someone you have to agree with, but she's someone you can understand, and that's a powerful thing. A detail I find fascinating is how Petticrew compares the show to the topic of AI. She suggests that just as AI simplifies things, maybe too much, society is doing the same with human behavior. We want people to fit into neat boxes, but the truth is, we're all complicated and messy. This raises a deeper question: why are we so uncomfortable with ambiguity? Personally, I think it's because ambiguity forces us to confront our own complexities, and that's not always easy. What this really suggests is that Furious isn't just a show about a woman seeking revenge, it's a commentary on how we perceive morality and humanity. Catherine's actions are extreme, but her motivations are deeply human. And that's what makes this show so thought-provoking. It's not just entertainment, it's a mirror held up to society, asking us to reconsider how we judge others and ourselves. As I wrap this up, I'm left with a lingering thought: what if we all took a page from Petticrew's book and embraced the gray areas in our own lives? What if we stopped demanding simple answers and started sitting with the complexity? In my opinion, that's the real takeaway from Furious. It's not about condoning extreme actions, but about understanding the humanity behind them. So, if you haven't checked out the show yet, I'd say it's worth a watch. Not just for the gripping storyline, but for the questions it leaves you with. What do you think? Are we too quick to judge, or is there room for more nuance in how we view the world? Let me know in the comments below.